needed now more than ever as LGBTQ plus task force enters its 50th year fighting for existence. 4 years after the roots of resistance ignited the Stonewall uprising, most states still had anti-sodomy laws on the books. Homosexuality was considered a mental illness, and violence against LGBTQ plus people was routine. An arson attack, for example, in New Orleans' gay bar killed 32 people and barely made any headlines. Advocates decided to form a task force with an urgent mission: push for equality at a national level. In 1973, LGBTQ plus activists took that bold step. The task force, the nation's oldest LGBTQ plus advocacy group, is now marking its 50th anniversary, beginning now and throughout the year, and waging a battle over a cascade of bills that have been put in front of community and put our community in the crosshairs. According to the Human Rights Campaign, the HRC, 340 anti-LGBTQ plus bills have been introduced in state houses. About 150 of those would restrict the rights of transgender people, while the task force is leaving no stone unturned to the battle of discrimination and anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric. It is also holding the Winter Party Festival on March 1st through the 7th. This will be the 30th anniversary of the Winter Festival, a week-long celebration of music, dance, and community, with an aim to raise critical funds for our organization to support its mission to help advance the LGBTQ plus movement. I like losing control. I get high when I'm feeling so low. I'm not focused and I'm ready to go, ready to go. Nah, it's like falling from grace. I know I'm there just about my way. I'm feeling fire and I'm ready to slay, ready to slay. Nah, I hear these voices in my head. I'm tripping, I'm trying not to listen. I'm distant, I'm trying not to lose my mind, but it's working me overtime. And I think that it's about time that I raise this line. Well, I think that's a perfect way to celebrate the 50th anniversary. We can talk about our LGBTQ community and the rights that we're fighting for, and we can dance on the beach. We're capable of doing both things simultaneously. Of course, we're looking forward to the Winter Party here in South Florida. If you're here in South Florida, make sure you turn out to the many parties and events that are going to take place. More importantly, however, than the party is the advocacy. And the task force has been front and center. Adriana is on the board of governors of the HRC. The HRC, GLAAD, and the National Task Force are front and center in our fight for what's going on in America. And I can't remember, of being a person of the age that I am in community. Honestly, I can't remember a time when we summarize this story about what was born out of the discrimination and hate of the 1970s. We were facing Anita Bryant. We were facing false claims of parental rights and grooming of our children, and all of the things that grew out of the 1970s. Things have improved and improved and improved, and I think that that's one of the reasons why we're so still in shell shock of what we're facing in Florida and in America, in that we got so far so fast, and now we see this very significant new type of fight. Organizations like the National Task Force, celebrating their 50th anniversary, are going to be our front lines of creating the new defenses that we are going to need against the hate, and literally the evangelical hate and the hate that is coming from state houses and the governor's mansions. Unfortunately, in places like Florida, the task force is needed now more than ever before, in my opinion.
And it's going to be a great party. It always is. And when Winter Party comes up in a few more weeks, as an elected official, if you see any drunken people on the beach, it will not have been me.
No,
I want to correct everybody right away.
The longest serving LGBT elected legislator in Florida, it definitely would not be you.
If you see anybody that looks like me, it definitely was not me.
Yeah.
And if you see anybody naked rolling around in the sand, it's the mayor of Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
It's a very important party. It's a very fun party. But donate when you go, because if we don't give at this party, there won't be parties in the future. Right. Give. Have a little fun. If it's tipping an extra $5 on your round of drinks, that goes to help the task force. If it's, tipping extra money to any of the entertainment, they usually pool their funds and donate it to the task force. It's a party with a purpose, so please be purposeful in your giving.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.